And everybody is set for this matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos here at Sports Authority Field at Mile High.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance alongside Phil Simms. And Phil, we've prepared for this game by talking to the players and the coaches. What do you expect?
Jim, just talking to the coaches, talking to both of them, how fired up they were. So if the coaches are that fired up, can you imagine how the players are going to be? Their emotions are going to be at sky-high level. That means we are going to have a hard-hitting game. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Two of the best in the league at their positions will square off in this game. A top-tier wide receiver, a top-tier cornerback. What gives in this matchup, Phil?
When you talk about top-tier cornerback, that's a guy who is not afraid. A lot of these corners in this league now, they got to stay on their one side. They got to be outside because they don't want to be exposed, switching sides or playing a receiver in the middle of the field. That's not going to be the case here today. Going to be fun to watch a one-on-one match.
Okay, let's head down to the field now for the start of this one.
What is going on, guys? This is K-Mac here, and this is a little different than usual. It's not Call of Duty or Battlefield or any other first-person or third-person shooter. This is Madden, and Madden 13 to be exact. This game just came out just the other day. So I went out and picked it up, just, test it out. And I'm liking everything I like from it so far. I mean, it's just another Madden game. Of course, there are better improvements like there are every year. But all in all, it's not too much different from last year's game. Although there is no franchise mode in this game, and it's pissing a lot of people off. People are just blowing up the forums and online stuff about there not being a franchise mode available to play. And I have to say, I have to agree with that. Franchise mode was one of the funnest things to do in Madden. I mean, usually I just played it online. But back in the day before I had Xbox Live, franchise was the thing that kept me coming back to this game. And I can see why a lot of people are pissed off that it's not there anymore. I have heard some rumors, though, that it is going to be available as free DLC coming soon because there was such a huge reaction to it not being there. I heard rumors of that maybe even as soon as next week that there's going to be a downloadable franchise mode. Hopefully it's for free and hopefully it's quick because they really, really, really fucked up not putting a franchise mode in this game, I feel. And I feel like they're going to respond to it rather quick. But it's enough about that bullshit, that garbage. Let's jump into it. It's that time of year, guys. It is almost here. The opening day is next week, which means you have but little time to get your fantasy football drafts done. Fantasy football drafts is one of my favorite days of the year. It is like right behind, I'd say, Call of Duty release day and Christmas as my favorite days of the year. It is right up there. It is just a mainstay for me and my buddies. We do it every year. We have a 10-person league, and I am the current champion, actually, of that league. And it is just the funnest thing ever, guys. If you guys don't play fantasy football, you are missing out. But here, I'm just going to share with some of you guys my strategies, fantasy football, some of my sleepers this year, and some of my thoughts on some of the players that you should and shouldn't draft. So let's jump right into this. First off, let's talk quarterbacks. Everyone knows that having a good quarterback and a good running back is the foundation for a good fantasy football team. And in my league, it's a little bit different than most standard leagues. We play two quarterbacks. We actually have an offensive player, can be any position, but it's obviously a quarterback. And touchdowns are worth 6 points. Even other leagues are worth 4, but we play 6 in our league. So our league is a touchdown and a touchdown-heavy league. So we usually play quarterbacks. And everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are the top two quarterbacks, and I'd put Cam Newton and maybe even Mike Vick up there. But those are obviously the first-round picks. If you don't have the first couple of picks, you're not going to get those guys. Let's talk people you can get good value for mid-rounds, maybe third, fourth round. You might be able to sneak up on and get some good quality playing time and get some good points from. And you don't have to waste your higher picks on. Some of the guys that I'm pretty high on this year are Jay Cutler. You can get good value for. I feel like he's going to have a good up year with return of Brandon Marshall to his offense. And that Chicago is just looking pretty good this year. And I'm liking their schedule early in the year. It looks pretty soft for passing coverage. But some other guys I'm really high on you can get in the third, fourth round, even later, is the Seahawks starting quarterback, Russell Wilson. He has been exploding onto the scene so far this preseason and is really he stepped up and took the spot the starting spot from, I believe the guy from, I'm not really sure what his name is. I don't recall off the top of my head, but he came in as a rookie this year and he stole the spot from a pretty good veteran that they had just traded for Matt Flynn, was it? Yeah, Matt Flynn. He took a spot from Matt Flynn, so he must be doing something right, and he looked explosive this preseason. So I'd be pretty high on him, but like I said, you don't want to take him too high. If he'll probably be there in later rounds 7, 8, even maybe 9 or beyond. He'll probably still be there because he's a relative unknown, and he's a pretty big gamble at this point. So that's all I have for quarterbacks right now. Let's move into running backs. Now, running backs, I feel like, are the base of a good team. I always draft running backs first. I know I just said quarterbacks are important, but I feel like running backs are more consistent. And if you pick them right, you get the guys that don't get injuries or aren't sustainable to injuries very often. You can really, really dominate your league, and that's usually how I play it. Now, this year I went with MJD in the first round, and I really I'm kicking myself for that, guys. I would not recommend taking him. I mean, he fell to me. I had the 8th pick. I had to take him. But if anybody else like Arian Foster, who clearly went like first or second, I don't think he would be there in your leagues either. But somebody like above him, like a LaShawn McCoy, anybody like that, I was just taking them before MJD just because he's having this contract holdout, this whole dispute. He is not on the team. He hasn't reported yet, if you guys aren't aware of this. He is actually not even the scheduled starter. The team's coach has already come out and said that their second string is now the first string for at least the first week or first couple weeks, just because MJD hasn't been in practice, hasn't been getting the reps. So they're going with the second string, and that could throw a huge wrench into my team. And I feel I'm sick to my stomach about that, guys. Really, really pissing me off. So I went out and I picked up the second string just off waivers, just so I could handcuff him, just so I could have a play and no one else could have him. But like I said, stay away from MJD. Another person if he falls to you, I would pick him, but I wouldn't pick him if you had the first, second, or third pick. Is Adrian Peterson. I mean, yeah, he's total beast mode, but with coming off that terrible, terrible injury, I am skeptical of him. Even though they say he came back freakishly fast, I am still skeptical of him, and he could go out pretty easily. But that's it, guys. This gameplay is coming to an end. I'll have to make another one to give more of my sleepers and other round picks. So if you guys could leave me a like, that's very much appreciated. And as always, guys, take it easy and game the fuck on. Till next time, peace out. Alright, if you guys are new around here, you guys can feel free to subscribe and leave me a like. It would be very much appreciated. You can check out some of my previous videos by clicking the link on the screen. That is a gameplay of an armored kill, which is for Battlefield 3. I do all kinds of Battlefield and Call of Duty content. So take it easy, guys. Game the fuck on. Until next time, peace out.